What's up, guys? Welcome back to the GVOcast, episode 2. We're hoping to continue this and make it better and better each week. This week, uh, tough topics. We couldn't figure out a lot, but because of this off season of Call of Duty, because that's kind of our main game. But we got some things to talk about.
Yeah,
So
a couple things to talk about, go over, just to share, something to something to pass the time.
oh yeah. So we want to start out by talking about our top maps in Call of Duty of all time. Did I say maps? I meant Call of Duties of all time. That's okay. So Des, start out.
All right, so top five Call of Duties all time for me personally would be BO2. So the first game like I said last week, first game I really got into had 30 days or something on it. MW2, the first Call of Duty I really played. Very fun. Who doesn't love MW2?
Mm-hmm.
MWR or COD 4, whatever one you want to call it. Just such a good game. Very underrated, I
Did you
feel.
play COD 4 or did you only play
Very
MWR?
little bit.
Okay.
Very little bit.
Okay. So I was gonna
Um,
say because like as much as there's not a lot of difference with COD 4, like MWR just like was able to add more things to make it the game like that much better.
yeah, very true. Um, Number 4 for me is probably BO4, which is very underrated again, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Very fun. I mean, even though,
I wish we played more of that game.
yeah, we didn't play
We didn't
much of
play a
it,
lot
but
together. Like we didn't play GBs. We didn't play like we played
no.
some league play and stuff. But like Dan hated that
Yeah, he hated it.
game
I played it a lot with my friends from like
from
my
home.
school and stuff, and like I had Dark Matter in that game, and I reached Master Prestige, so
Yeah, that's one thing I need to get into these next coming CODs. I need to do Dark Matter and I need to max Prestige if they have Prestige. But cause I haven't done that once, other than that COD 5 when I got hacked on purpose.
on purpose. Yeah, BO4 was very fun. I mean, I enjoyed. It was a fun game to play. And then number 5 for me is probably MW3. Again, just another game that I played with my brother. Very fun. Kind of got me into it and really enjoyed it. All the weapons in MW3 too are very good.
Yeah, yeah, they were. Um,
Yeah. What
so
about you?
my top 5, I'd probably start out MW2 because that wasn't the first COD I had, but that was probably the first one I started to play like a good amount, and I was able to play with like friends and stuff,
Hmm.
and just like the sniping in that game, like the intervention, everything was so good, and like even the ARs and all that were just so good.
Yep. Yep.
And actually, the majority of the maps in MW2 were really good too. Um,
Yeah.
but but yeah,
Yeah. You
so
never had a map in that game where you're like, oh, I really don't want to play this.
yeah, no, like the
I mean,
only
you have the bad maps, but you're like, okay, whatever. I'll play it.
but yeah, like nowadays, it's like you get a bad map, you're like I'm backing out.
I,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Um,
don't want to play that. But Piccadilly.
yeah, but oh yeah, Jesus. But so yeah, so number one's MW2. Number two, I put Black Ops 4. I really like Black Ops 4.
You did.
I did
You
like
were
I like BO4 a lot.
you were a fan.
Well, also that was the first game I played, um, where there was a league play system. I never got into it in BO2. I never really played GBs up until MWR with
Yep.
you guys.
Mhm.
So I was able to like actually play it competitively a little bit, which was just like so much more fun. And
Yeah.
the sniping in BO4 I liked a lot. It felt so good. Um, but yeah, that game and the maps in BO4 were pretty good. At least the
Very good.
competitive
Yeah.
ones and stuff.
Yeah. I like all
Until
that.
they added like Arsenal Sandstorm and Hacienda Night because you just
Yeah.
couldn't
It's
see
like,
anything.
what's the point?
I know. But yeah, no, BO4 was definitely my top
Yeah.
two. Number three, I have Modern Warfare 3. Um,
Yes.
I played that game I think the most out of any COD. Or I don't know if I played it the most. I prestiged the most out of any COD.
Okay.
I got to Prestige 7, and before that, I think the
Big
highest
man on the block.
I know. I think the highest I got was like maybe third Prestige, and I don't even know what game that was in. And then my fourth is BO2, just because it was just overall such a good game, and like
So
probably
good.
kind of like one of the most popular CODs out of like the
I would
COD
say
scene.
if people took a poll and say what is the most popular Call of Duty, I think BO2.
Yeah, definitely. Um, I just think that one was like, that was kind of wasn't that the first sort of COD that like got big competitively because they had the rank system
Yes.
because
Yes.
they had their league play in that game.
That
I
was the
guess was
first Call of
good.
Duty with COD champs.
Yep.
So yeah, it's kind of the first big Call of Duty that got big competitive. That's when I got into watching competitive. Was
Yeah,
back on
see, like
BO2.
I didn't start watching comp until World War II, and that was an awful game. But I actually wasn't that bad to watch.
I didn't enjoy watching it.
I didn't. Well, maybe I'm saying that because it was the first time I started watching it. Because I think I
Yeah.
might have. I don't even think I watched. Is Infinite after World War II?
No.
That was before World War II.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, I don't think I watched any in.
I watched Infinite Warfare because I hated that. Probably the worst Call of Duty of all time.
Yeah, I think I think I might have played one multiplayer game there. But
Good thing they released it with MWR.
literally, I remember when that game came out, it was like one of the highest selling CODs, and I was like, I want to see the money,
Numbers?
the numbers of like how many people played Infinite to how many people played MWR.
Yeah.
Because it was like definitely not high.
No.
But yeah, so BO2 definitely 4 just because out of respect. But then number 5 I put COD 4 or like MWR because like that's just classic
Classic Call of Duty.
COD. And like the MWR, they like made like a lot of people were I think nervous about when they remastered COD 4, even though like they were happy they came back. I think they didn't want it to be messed up.
A lot of people were mad because like they changed stuff, added new weapons, but
I think that made it a little bit better. And like it was cool to add like the new camos and like different sort of stuff for that because that's always fun to go for and all that.
Yeah. All the, like the maps in COD 4, just everyone knows the maps.
Yeah, and then in MWR they added like the like prop hunt and like all that, and that stuff was so
dude,
much fun.
prop hunt was so fun.
And like what was it, Bog Beach, where it's like you could be like a palm tree and like that type of stuff. So like that was cool.
Yeah,
and all that.
Yeah, they added a lot of nice things in MWR, which some people didn't like, but I enjoyed and thought it made the game more enjoyable.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let's do weapons.
Yeah, so now we're going to do top 5 Call of Duty weapons personally. So there's a lot of weapons that we could talk about, and I'm sure we're not going to get our absolute top 5.
Yeah.
But I think we'll get close. I think we'll get close. So we'll just alternate here. My number 1, I think, has to be the MW3 MP7.
Yeah, dude, that gun
good.
was nuts. I remember one of my friends that I used to play with in high school, he used to like that was like the only gun he would use, and it was just so good. That's what, like when we were like trying to make our lists before this, and like we kept like talking and like we kept mentioning other guns, and we were like, oh my god, that gun! Oh my god, that gun! But
so good.
So
I loved the MW3.
Dude, it was so good. It was so good. My top weapon I'd probably say is the intervention. I'm
classic
big sniper guy, so like and the
classic.
intervention is just has to be the best sniper of all
100%.
time in Call of Duty. so many clips, so many, and like the spawn shots off and high rise across the world. Oh, gets me.
My number 2. See, this is where it gets fuzzy. Now I'm thinking of other guns. I'd have to either say maybe the BO2 MSMC.
Ooh. See, I didn't use a lot of regular guns in BO2.
Or the Scorpion of BO2. I loved the Scorpion.
Is that the one that shot wicked fast?
Yeah, wicked fast.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, see, I didn't. That's what I remember Black Ops 2, but I can't remember exactly like what I used. I genuinely think I only used the DSR and the ballista. Because like what
Good
like
gun.
the M8 was the like main gun then, right? The burst.
Yeah, the M8 or the AN94.
Oh, the AN94. Yeah, I think I used that a good amount. Yeah, I can't even remember.
A lot of good guns in that game.
Yeah, I definitely didn't. Oh, is that the PDW game?
Yes.
Okay.
Very good. That's also very good.
Didn't they nerfed that though?
Yeah, and they didn't have a dark matter system back then, but I had diamond, so gold for every weapon in that class. I had diamond for shotguns, pistols, ARs, SMGs, and snipers.
Damn.
So I didn't have launchers or
Do they even have riot shields?
LMGs. I had riot shield and knife. I had riot shield knife.
Jesus.
And like riot shield knife, what was it? The crossbow and ballista knife or whatever.
Oh, the ballistic knives?
Yeah,
Those are
ballistic
dope.
knives.
Those are sweet.
Yeah, I had diamond for all those except the LMGs and launchers.
Yeah, so the MSMC,
Well,
yeah, that definitely, I think that's like a top gun all time for like everyone, especially
very,
anyone that, yeah,
dude, it's
anyone
so
that
good.
played, because that was the main subby in comp, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Um,
MSMC. I mean, the MP7 was in there, but I don't think it was used.
was there an MP7 in BO2?
Um,
I feel like that's been in every game, probably.
I am almost certain. I could be wrong. MP7 and BO2. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Damn. All right, my number 2. See, that's what, like, I don't know, like, if
Yeah, it gets fuzzy at this point.
my
yeah.
number 2 is the M40A3 from COD 4.
Very underrated sniper.
Very underrated sniper. I enjoyed that one a lot.
That is,
And that
I
was
love
also
that
like
sniper.
the first, because COD 4 was like the first Call of Duty I used, I played, and then that gun was like the first thing that like kind of like got me into sniping and all
Dude,
that, and then like I
such a good
and then I think
sniper.
I started watching like YouTube videos of like Hex and like Optic and like Phase and all these, and like that's the gun they use and all that. So it's
Such a
like,
good sniper.
I think I got into all that.
Oh man, now we're getting to number 3. Maybe the Tower 21 from MW2.
Oh yeah.
Such a solid gun.
It's funny because it's like I think I got like I think I got at least a blue tiger in that for the tar, but for some reason the only camo I can think about for the tar that I had on my class was the urban camo. It was like gray, black, and red.
Yeah.
It was such a good camo, but like I don't know why that's the one, like when I think of the tar, I think of that camo. And also that like that's the class that I remember the first time I saw my friend drop a nuke. It was a tar with a noob tube with one-man army on wasteland.
Gotta
So
love that.
you sit behind the house in the back spawn, shoot it over the bushes and shoot it into the bunker, and you just Harrier immediately, chopper gunner immediately, nuke immediately.
There it was.
There it was, back in the old toxic days of one-man army noob tube.
Broken, but you gotta love it.
Yeah, and then after that, after that game, they added the explosion delay. Because I don't know, maybe it was in MW3, but then come Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, if you were gonna shoot a noob tube over the map, it had a direct impact anyone because it wouldn't blow up for 8 seconds. So that's what I have on my Xbox 360 on my like BO2 file share or whatever fault. I have clips because me and my friends, we used to go for direct impact, like cross map direct impacts, and they were sick because you could find these lineups. And they would bounce off the most absurd things and then like drop in like a lane where they would run immediately. It was so dope. And then like, cause I remember there was one on when they added firing range to BO2, and it was like the weird futuristic firing range where there was like, it was like a movie set.
Studio.
And it was like there was a UFO on the left lane by the trailer, and you could bounce it off of a light post on the top of the UFO, and it would like trickle down the UFO and land in the lane where the like usual targets would go back and forth. It would drop like right where that head glitch was, the L head glitch, and it would land on people if they were there. And it was so wild because the kill cams are like, what is going on? Because this thing would go straight in the air, like bounce, trickle, and drop, and land on someone's head. And it was so sick. But yeah, I remember because I think that's when they took away the explosion, or they added this explosion delay.
Probably, yeah. Number 3 for you?
Number 3 for me, I put the Paladin from BO4 because I used that gun a lot. But like, dude, now that we're talking about all these, I have no idea. I think I'll keep the Pally there, just because, dude, I did so much with that gun. Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of sniping in BO4, but
dude, I loved it. It was one of my favorite sniping CODs.
It wasn't bad. Definitely wasn't bad. Played worse CODs for sniping.
I don't know if it was because of the no aim assist. Because
I
didn't
don't know.
no other CODs before that had that, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know. I like obviously like at that time I had no idea what that even meant. In the sense, not in the sense of like I knew what aim assist was, but like I didn't know like what it changed for sniping. But like
Yeah.
sniping just felt so good for me in BO4.
Yeah.
Like even like competitive senses, like in league play and search, dude, it felt so good.
Yeah. Number 4, probably the ballista from BO2.
That was a good sniper.
Because
That I think BO2 had the best two snipers. Like one wasn't significantly better or more used than the other. You know what I mean? Like I mean I guess
in the beginning of the game, everyone used the DSR.
oh yeah, because I mean
The
like that's
DSR
what
was
the
fast. It was
yeah
still fast. And I used the ballistic because I don't know. I've always liked the quicker, you know, less damage snipers. And
mm-hmm.
I used the ballistic from the start of the game. And then they nerfed the DSR, and then everyone went to the ballista.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, the DSR was still used, but I just loved the ballista.
I thought they were both like super good.
They both are.
Like that's what I'm trying to think of. Like what other game both
Had
snipers?
4.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Other than like the R700
Yeah.
and
The
M40.
ballista.
Because like MW3 had like 5, and it was just the MSR and
The only sniper I could think of from MW3 is the MSR.
and the L96,
And
which was exactly the
L96.
M40.
Yes. That
and then there was like a 500 or something.
Something.
The only reason I know of that sniper is because I had a clip of it. I had a clip with that gun. But yeah, other than that, and then there's always like a Barrett, some sort of Barrett or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, the ballista, nice.
My
Nice.
top 4.
Yeah.
That's my number 4. Probably. What's yours?
My number 4, I finally am putting a regular gun, but is the ICR from BO4.
Oh, that
It
thing
just was a
shred
laser
people.
beam,
It would
absolute
shred
laser beam.
people.
Had like no recoil, and it's like you just sit in the back, like just absolute anchor and just beam, dude.
Absolutely
That gun
shred
would rip
people.
headies.
Yes.
Like I'm thinking of Gridlock B side, where like
Okay.
next to Milk Truck, there's that like if you're heading the bomb or the window,
Yeah.
that thing would just absolutely destroy. Like it was like you could try and peek it and like just like get info, but like someone would be sitting on the 18-wheeler heady and just you don't even see them and you're dead.
Yeah, because you try to use like the KN or the other. What was the other assault
Maddox.
rifle?
The Maddox?
Maddox.
Or
the.
No, I don't even.
There's a slower ICR that you could try to use.
Oh, the Rampart?
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
you could try to use.
that was good for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, but then you just get shredded
Yeah.
by an ICR. So.
Yeah.
Number 5, huh? Not a clue. Not a clue. Just.
I know. There's so many.
Yeah, there really is. Maybe the silenced ump 45.
Ooh, from MW2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, can you believe you could use akimbos with those?
Yeah, bro.
That's wild. That is so wild. Yeah, dude. I remember when you wanted to just run around the map, it was a silenced UMP with a M9 ballistic knife. Yeah. Not ballistic, tactical knife, and you run
Tactical
around.
Knife,
Like, commando lunge.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one. Dude, that gun was
like we said, this probably isn't our top 5 cemented, but it's probably close.
Yeah, if I looked at a full list of every gun from every game, mine probably would change.
The M16 though from
that's
COD 4.
That's my 5. That's my 5th. Is that because that gun was just so overpowered? It was ridiculous.
It was so stupid. It was so.
It was ridiculous. Because that gun would one burst you from freaking God knows where.
Across the map.
Oh, absolutely. Because that's what in the beta Cold War, someone, I think Crim6 or Scump, someone found out like a good class for the M16 and it was one bursting people and they were like, they're like COD 4 M16 back.
Or like just like the AK-74U from COD 4.
Yeah.
It's all just a
Or
lot of good guns.
or like the MP5, dude. MP5's just been around forever in every game, and I feel like it's good in every single game it's in.
It is good.
Like freaking Modern Warfare MP5.
Well, let's not talk about that. Time to kill is literally a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I know.
mean, a lot of good guns, but that's probably around our top 5.
Yeah, definitely.
Those are 5 within our top 10, I guess you could say.
yeah, we'll go with that. Whether it's the actual top 5, debatable.
Yeah, debatable. That's
Debatable,
5 within our top 10.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna go to top 5 streamers, personally.
Okay.
Who we like to watch.
Okay.
Our favorite content creators.
I mean, our number one's probably both the same.
Yeah, TST.
So TST.
Team Summertime, baby.
Team Summertime.
Just the vibes.
Yeah,
just the vibe.
The absolute vibes.
Immaculate.
They're just like such goofballs and like so much fun to watch no matter what they're playing.
They're good as shit.
I know.
Like they played Modern Warfare, this year's Modern Warfare, UMGs, and they won the UMG tournament for summer.
Yeah.
They're so good, but they're absolute goofballs.
It's so
fun
because they'll take it serious, but then they also just like use ridiculous like Hitch uses an AK that he just goes for wall bangs and they still win like just ridiculous.
And yeah, it just Blake is a sniper who is just fucking nuts, and then you got Jorge who just rips you off at anything that you're kind.
Yeah, he's nuts. But yeah, like every game they play too, it's just like now they're playing Rocket League and like they're just fucking filthy.
Hilarious too.
I know.
Tactical leave.
Tactical. What's your number 2?
Number 2. Probably, I think I gotta go Summit.
Yeah.
I think I gotta go Summit just because of all the games he plays. The variety of games he plays. Sea of Thieves. He got us into Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
He's playing Valorant now, and he's just good. And he's pretty funny. I think he's funny.
Yeah, I think he's funny.
He just suck my wiener a lot.
Yeah, he's a goof. He's a goofball.
Your number 2?
My number 2. I think I have to say
Timmy.
Because I think I watch him the most out of after TST. And I've been watching him for a while. Like he's the reason I started playing Overwatch. I started watching him in like
Overwatch made him.
Oh yeah, it made you, dude. Fortnite made you, bro.
Dude.
Dude. But yeah, I think I started watching him like early 2016.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
He got us our Valorant drops. God bless.
You're not wrong. But yeah, so yeah, I started watching him like early 2016. I've been watching him for a while. But yeah, that's how I got into Overwatch because that's like all he played back then.
Overwatch made him, bro.
Overwatch made you, bro. But yeah, and now he plays everything, and he is big streamer, man.
Big streamer, man.
Big streamer, man.
Big streamer, man.
Number 3.
I don't even know. Who do I watch on Twitch, bro? Hold on. We're going just off of streamers, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have to go with the Michigan Daddy.
Michigan Daddy.
Hiko.
Heeks. The big Heeks, man.
The big Hiko, dude. I've watched him a lot.
Yeah, since Valorant came out.
I mean, that's all he does is play Valorant, but I love that game. And he's fucking nuts at it.
So. Yeah, he is. Did you get to watch any of the games last night?
No, they got horse them though.
They did. I watched all of the first one and then majority of the second one, and they just TS.
Was it a Swift 2-0?
I mean, they had a couple like early on. I think early on game 1, it was close because they played Ascent game 1, and that was the map 100 Thieves picked.
Okay.
And so early on, I think it was close. They were on offense first. Mm-hmm. Were they on offense first? No. TSM was on offense first, and they just kind of just gave it to them.
Just gave it to
Yeah,
him.
it was like I think it was 2-2, and then after that it went 4-2, and TSM just kept going.
Yeah.
And then second map was Haven, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Haven, and dude, Wardell was just destroying.
He's nasty.
He was just doing work.
He's nasty.
But yeah, they played decent, but yeah, oh my god, they got TSM's nuts.
Yeah. Like, I mean, what is top? They were top 8, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was top 8.
Yeah. So I mean, the top 8 in their first
I mean,
tournament.
dude,
They've been a team for what? 3 weeks?
yeah,
4 weeks?
yeah, not too long.
Yeah. So it's like
the game before that was Envy versus T1. Envy
okay.
13-1 T1 on split.
Who's Envy's team even?
No idea. That's what everyone was trying to be like. T1 is so good. T1's so good, and Envy 13-1. And it was like I turned it on when it was 11-1.
Okay.
And what I watched was Envy just like not stop, just full on rush A heaven and push onto A site, push all of T1 off the site, plant, and then they just went and picked everyone off. It was just ridiculous. I was like, they just don't care. Like they're just saying they're better than them, and they just are going.
We are better than you.
Dude, it was nuts. But
so number three for you.
For me. Oh baby. I'm trying to
See,
think.
we both used to watch Twitch a shit ton, but now we
Yeah.
both
Don't watch it too much often now.
I'm getting back into it.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. I really only watched Tim and Hitch, but like
There's gotta be some people that you watch now and then.
I mean, like I watch Hiko now and then, but I don't know if I would put him 3. I would say like Lupo or Nick Merckx.
Who doesn't love Lupo?
Yeah, Lupo is just he's the man, dude.
He is the man.
He's the man.
He streams like 10 hours a day, but he streams like 4 times for like 2.5 hours.
He's wild. Or Castro. I do love me some Castro.
I follow him, but I don't watch him that much.
I think I'll put Castro number 3 for me, because I don't watch him as often anymore, but I watched him a bunch. Like for the past couple of years, just like FIFA and everything, and recently he's been doing these like actual pack openings where like he's gotten into like the actual like Panini cards and like trying to make money off of them and stuff. And for some reason, I just enjoy watching that a lot. Like it's just like so cool to like open. He'll like turn over a card. It'll be like an autographed freaking Ronaldo or whatever worth like 10 grand or like something like that. So yeah, I'll put Castro number 3 for me.
Okay. Number 4. I'm gonna go with Moist Critical.
Moist Critical. I still don't know who he is, but you talk about him a lot.
He's fucking hilarious. He plays Among Us or whatever game he really wants to play, and he's just a goober. I watched him on YouTube here and then for a couple years now, and finally started watching a stream, and he's just like Friday nights you just watch his YouTube videos that chat suggests for him to watch. So he'll watch like YouTube videos of, like people collecting toilets or whatever.
That's so random.
Just like, oh yes. It's like they showed one, and it was like the nighttime 400. He's like, oh, the nighttime 400, and they were thought to be extinct. Where did he find one?
That's funny.
Yeah, so he plays Among Us and streams, pretty sure 7 days a week, and so I think I could say he's my number 4.
Number 4.
And he might be moving up because I've been watching him a lot lately.
My number 4, I'm gonna go with Scump.
Scumpy.
I enjoy his stream a lot.
The Scumper Dripper. I don't like watching competitive Call of Duty streams.
No,
I don't know why.
No, I don't really either. But like in the off season stuff, and Skunk's playing like Warzone or like playing in these like and like when he's playing Cold War, playing in the tournaments and stuff, dude. He's hilarious.
He is
Like,
funny.
like that's what like I know they like talk about it a lot when they like always they're like, oh, Scump, you gonna retire? You gonna retire? Dude, he would kill just being a streamer.
Yeah, but he loves competing too
Yeah,
much.
yeah, absolutely. But like he's just like he's way too good at it. It's so funny.
Would
He's so
kill.
funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely Scump. Definitely
Jumper, jumper.
Definitely the good old Scump.
Jump.
Number
No,
5.
number 5. I don't know who I would put as my number 5. It's maybe between Lupo, Tim, or maybe Nick Merckx. I don't know about Nick Merckx.
I don't watch Nick Merckx enough to call him one of my top 5, but like
okay.
I like his content.
Okay. I mean, I think it would have to be either between Lupo or Tim. I think I'm gonna have to go Lupo just because I don't like. Because Tim is like one of the few streamers that gets on early in the morning, but then he just chats for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Then plays games for 2 hours and then gets off. So it's just like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Like right now he's streaming, just chatting.
He like just got on, so he'll probably be just chatting for like 2 hours.
Yeah. He's been just chatting for 20 minutes already, and that's just like a little much, I think. But I get it. I mean,
that's kind of his audience right now.
That's his. That's
and plus like
he's always done that.
He like dude, he makes so much money anyways. But like his second channel is literally just for his just chatting.
Yeah.
It's just like clips of him like watching videos or talking about a certain topic or like he pretty much just does a live podcast before his stream every day.
That's his audience. That's he's done that for years, and so
yeah.
So you're number 5,
number
huh?
5. I think I'll go with. I don't know. I want to go with Hiko because recently, since Valorant came out, I've kind of watched him a good amount because he's on early, and most of the time, a lot of the other streamers aren't on early. So if like we're just hanging and like I put something on, I'd probably put Hiko.
Okay.
But there's some other like random ones that I just watch sometimes. Like it's actually similar situation. I wouldn't put him top 5, but he's similar situation with Castro with opening the cards because this is actually how Castro got into it. There's a guy who streams on YouTube and he's got to be 50, at least 50, and his name is Cyrus, and he does box breaking, which is he'll buy a full box of a certain brand of cards, and then he has a website. People can go on and pay for certain teams or certain boxes, and dude, some of them it's like a lot of money. And like so, when he opens up these cards, if say you bought Manchester City, and any card that he gets that's for Manchester City, you get like so he'll package it, like put it in sleeves or whatever and send it to you, and then you can like whether you want to keep it or sell it on eBay if it's worth a lot of money. So but he makes bank because a lot of these boxes he opens, like there's one of them, it's called an impeccable box, and it's impeccable, and I believe it's only for the Premier League. And a box.
So what are these cards called?
Panini is the overall brand that sells the cards, I believe.
Are we talking like the food or the song?
Neither, but it's the like same word. But dude, the impeccable Premier League box for a full box, it's like $1,100.
Holy shit!
It's a lot of money. Like that's like you go on his website sometimes, and like if you want, like if I went on there one time because I was watching and I was like, oh, like if it's like not like because I look and it's like, oh, like starting at $8, and I was like, oh, I'd buy something for $8, and then but that's like for the shitty teams that no one wants. Like Manchester City in each of these boxes that he opens, it's like at least $250, and I'm like. I'm good. But yeah, no, like the boxes are expensive, but like it's just I don't know, it's entertaining to watch him like open and get something good because like a lot of them will have like it's 3 of 5 made. So the card that he opened, only 5 of them were made, so it's like worth so much more. Or there'll be like autographs and like that type of stuff. So I enjoy watching him a lot recently, but I'll put Hiko in my top 5. Hiko's my 5th.
Yeah, Panini Euro Select Trading Cards.
Yeah.
Hobby H2.
Yeah.
$400.
Yeah, they are a lot of money.
for 5 cards per pack and 10 packs. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like Moist Critical, he's into Yu-Gi-Oh cards,
Oh yeah.
so he'll like buy like 100 like boxes, like booster boxes, and
Mm-hmm.
I think they're like $40 or $50 a piece. It depends, or
Yeah.
50, $60 a piece, and he'll buy like 100 of them.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, he'll lose his ass on it, but it's
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Not so like I don't know. Do you ever watch the Sidemen at all, or did you? Like the
yes,
English guys?
I always go back to them because
Yeah.
if you know they upload every week at least once, so you can
Uh-huh.
always go back to them after a couple months or whatever and have some good videos to
Yeah.
watch.
So what do you know like Randolph, who's like one of their friends?
Yeah.
So he has like a Pokemon channel and a
Okay.
Pokemon website, and he does that same thing. Like he buys boxes and opens Pokemon cards to try and make profit off of them. And like sometimes he like doesn't, because it's like some of these first edition boxes are like 20 grand and stuff like that. So he'll
Yeah.
like buy it and be like, oh, let's see if we can make profit off it. And it's like you never make profit off of that.
No.
Like
A lot of them.
no, it's
Because
just like
like
you're looking for like a holographic Charizard that's like worth like 30 grand, but like what are the odds? Like
yeah,
no
like with
chance.
Moist Critical and his Yu-Gi-Oh, like yeah, some they like yeah. I never got into Yu-Gi-Oh or anything like
Mm-mm.
this, but apparently it's like collections or whatever. So some collections will have like a card that's worth 5 grand,
Yeah.
but then the box is worth $75, and then
Mm-hmm.
he buys 100 of those boxes. 100 times 75. I'm not good at math, but I believe it's 7,500.
Yeah.
So he could make his profit maybe if he gets that card. But I mean, he does it for YouTube, and I'm pretty sure he can write that off as
I
a
think
business
that's what a lot of these people do.
Yeah,
A lot of these YouTubers and stuff.
I'm pretty sure he can write it off in taxes as a business expense and all that. So,
Yeah. But
all right, I think that's all we had to talk about today,
yeah,
or
we're gonna wrap it up.
had ideas to talk about, because
Yeah.
we couldn't really think of anything when we woke up.
Yeah.
So,
In
just
the
said we'll
in
do
the
this.
future, there'll be more things, more topics, more stuff coming out. Once Call of
Yeah.
Duty comes out, we can talk
Yeah, a
about
couple
a lot
couple
more
weeks for
stuff.
Call of Duty. Yeah.
Yeah. But thanks for listening, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Baste your turkey and feed your chickens. See you later.
We'll see ya.